Hey guys, David RKS, and today we're going to be taking a look at Risk of Rain. This is take number 2 of my first thoughts. So let's take a look real quick into the main menu of Risk of Rain. If you're not aware, Risk of Rain is kind of like I think it was described to me as a rogue RPG, meaning that there's a bunch of items you get to progress your character up like an RPG. However, when you die, it resets and you start from scratch again. It's kind of like you gotta get the highest score and get the farthest in the game. I don't think it really ever ends. So yeah, so we got to start single player, which is self-explanatory. Local co-op, so I think that's like split screen. I'd imagine it'd be like split screen, or have another computer on your network that it can connect to, and then online co-op, play with friends over the internet. Item log is kind of cool because it shows you all of the items that you've used. And sorry if you can hear that lawnmower in the background. It shows all of the items that you have collected over the time, which is pretty cool. And then you can, so I use a controller to play this game. In order to see like the stats of these items or whatnot, you have to actually click with your mouse. Just a little heads up. And it's got a little bit of lore back here. It's got like a shipping address up here. Delivery 2056, 20 years before, 21 years before Fallout New Vegas and Fallout in general. Anyways, so yeah, there's that, which is kind of cool. I like being able to see kind of progression and stuff. It's pretty sweet. Next we got same thing but for monsters, and same thing here. It shows some lore, but and you get these items rarely from drops, small chance, and to see them you click it and it shows some lore, some pretty epic art here, and yeah, so I think it's pretty sweet. And then scores and unlockables. This is pretty cool too. It shows you a game completed down here, but I don't know how it calculates that because yeah, maybe your highest score. Okay, so it shows over here there's a little chart and there's different characters that you can play as, and this shows you which you tend to play as most. You can tell here I like playing Commando more than the Enforcer. Those are the only two I have unlocked right now. But yeah, and then over here your highest level, your longest time played, your most kills, all this stuff. It's pretty cool to look at. And then next, stats, total time played, total deaths, all this. It's all like the total distance ran. Oh, that's pretty cool. My nemesis. Huh. That's pretty sweet, actually. And then achievements. Now, in this game, when you get an achievement, you can unlock you get like a different character and different item unlocked in game. So it kind of gives you a point, if you will, to complete all the achievements because there's an actual reward for it. So that's pretty cool. Obviously options lets you change all of the options. So let's do a single player real quick. And now here we have our menu where we can select our player. You can notice here's the Enforcer and here's the Commando. The Commando I like playing as more because he does a lot of damage and he shoots pretty fast. The Enforcer I think does a decent amount of damage, but he shoots like a shotgun. It's like one at a time. I prefer the Commando. Don't know if there's any reason to it. And then down here is the difficulty. There's Drizzle, Rainstorm, and then Monsoon. And the Drizzle is like for noobs like me. This is what I first started playing as, or playing with. And it says progress is not saved. And then this is like the normal difficulty, and progress is saved, and yeah. Then down here we have artifacts, and like it says artifacts can be found in hidden locations on the planet, enabling alternate game options, which is pretty sweet. Haven't found any because they're actually pretty difficult to find and get to. So let's start up a game here. Oh yeah, see, this is actually, that's funny as hell. So this, I think over here, that purple floating thing, I think that's a artifact, but I don't know how to get over there. I've tried before. So yeah, this game is kind of a combination between like strategy and luck, because depending on the items you get will depend the kind of run that you get. So if you get like really good items, then you know that you're gonna last a while. But if you get all like defense but like no health upgrades or anything like that, you probably won't last as long unless you are extremely good. So what I like to do first, and I'm still a noob, so this is probably a completely wrong tactic, but what I like to do first is go around, get money and get items before I summon the boss in. So I like going around collecting all these capsules, which you can go up to and press X, and it drops all the items. So yeah, just go around and collect all these capsules, get some, they drop XP and whatnot. In the upper left of the screen, that's where your money is, obviously. The upper right shows your current time and the current difficulty, which increases as the game goes on. The lower, oh, I'm getting swarmed. And that was an item, hurt enemies by falling. Oh, that's pretty sweet. In the bottom of the screen shows you your health, your XP, and your quote-unquote abilities, and your level. And your like, so there's like basic abilities, and then there's an item that you can use. It does a ton of damage and is very effective, but it has a huge delay. I don't know what they call that item, but that's on the bottom also. Let's see, what's this? Run faster. I don't think I've ever had that before. So yeah, basically the beginning of the game is just kind of, oh, that's awesome. The beginning of the game, so yeah, I'm all over the place. The beginning of the game is kind of like grunt work, just going around, killing a whole bunch of bad guys, getting up money so you can buy items. And I really like the items I've gotten so far. I haven't had either of these before, which is kind of a cool thing about this game. I've got like 5 hours on it so far, and I'm still getting new items, which is pretty sweet. So, like I said, just go around, kill a whole bunch of people. Now, I should mention that I don't think I mentioned this in my first take, but there actually is fall damage, and but you have to fall from a really high spot to take fall damage. Like, I didn't take any there. Also, the items that I have show up in the lower left of the screen. So, go on here, just kill a whole bunch of bad guys, collect all their money, and I should mention that all of the enemies' items, except items that drop because of items that you've picked up, will over time just fly to you. So you'll notice, like, when I kill this guy, all the XP goes to me. Then gold does that, or money does that also. However, it just takes a little bit longer. I really like this running thing. And that jump is pretty sick too. So I think we have to get over here somehow on this side to get to that oh shit, to get to that artifact, but I don't know if that's possible even. Oh wait, no, that's not the artifact. The artifact, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, and then when you there's a teleporter which you go to and activate, and I only do that even when I'm on the very first world or level here. I do that only when I have enough items. Like, I like to have a couple defense. I like to have at least one oh yeah, see, the fall damage there. I like to have a couple defense, one offense, and like one healing, which I guess could be called a defense. But I like to have a few items before I start this, because if you don't, I notice it's really easy to die. These things here are cool because they're like statues, and you get a chance of a reward for pretty cheap. See, so I got a ukulele, not a ukulele. These jellyfish are cool, but they piss me off. So yeah, basically just the key here is serpentine. Even though you can't really do that in this game, it's like kind of just get out of the way so you don't die. Do it again. Oh, and I got another item. Sweet. That actually doesn't usually happen. So let's get this guy. Releases a bloom of liquids detonating on impact. Oh, see, yeah, see, this is one of those use items. And now if you're using a controller, you press B to activate this. And here's another. Summon imps holding a reward. So this is gonna spawn a bunch of bad guys, and you gotta kill them. Do they all disappear? Oh, what? Where do they go? Oh, I didn't even pay attention. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Yeah, so it spawns some guys, and you gotta kill them. I killed a few of them, but I didn't know where the other ones went. And then there's these things, which I call shops, where you can pick the item that you want, which is pretty nice. If you get used to the game, then you can easily tell which is better. However, I don't. I have this one. This one, I think, sets, when you set an enemy, or you kill an enemy, it sets them on fire, so I might just go buy the random. I've got enough money for that, so I might just buy the random. You can only buy one item and then they disappear. And I noticed the enemies with, like, the white boxes around their health are giant pain in the ass because they're stronger typically. So we'll buy this guy. Oh god, and it's the worst item in my opinion. So when you open chests, it launches fireworks, which is kind of in my opinion. I gotta get out of there. Oh shit, they can follow me. So yeah, so basically, like I said, this game you just kind of have to wander around at first and pick up some items. It's really cool too, and I like. So I was told this is the game's developed by Chucklefish, I think is the name of the studio, and they also made Starbound. So what does that say? Retaliate on taking heavy damage. That's pretty sweet. They made Starbound too, and the thing about Starbound that I really like is the art style, and it's very similar to this. If I could get onto the damn ladder. It's very similar to this, and I think it's pretty sweet. So we'll buy this guy. Heal quickly when standing still for 2 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's the teleporter. All right. So we got a healing item, which is awesome. I love having healing items early. And I guess we'll use this just to see what it does. Damn, that's sweet. That does a ton of damage. And you'll see, yeah, I had like a 40-second cooldown or something. Yeah, so when you stand still, it heals. What did it do? It makes like mushrooms around you and they heal you. That's pretty cool. So we'll go down here and go to. Oh shit! Yes, these guys are a giant. I like to not die right this quick. I like to at least have the boss. I'm getting out of there. And then yeah, there's these jump pads which just boost you in the air. I guess I can't get over there, so I'm screwed. This is like the worst possible spot. Here, what do you think? Oh, that didn't do much. And so some of these enemies can jump, some of them can't, which is kind of odd. I think they should all be able to jump because it's really easy to take advantage of some of the enemies. As you obviously can tell, I'm still new to this game. Like, I'm almost dead, and the difficulty's on medium. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead, for sure. I've only got like 50 health, and I can't stand still. Well, these guys are pretty slow. Yeah, see, I'm just gonna go run down, activate the teleporter, and then get the heck out of here. Actually, that might be a mistake, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh shit, and it's the worst. Yeah, I died right away. It's the worst boss too, in my opinion. It's so difficult. But anyways, that gives you a decent idea on how it works. Let's say you were to complete and kill the boss. What happens is you gotta kill all the remaining enemies. It turns all, and then you have to go back to the teleporter. It turns all of your extra cash into XP, and then it teleports you into a different world. And I think that can just keep happening. But yeah, that's oh, we got some new items here. Yeah, this is that. You get it by filling a shrine 3 times in a row, and it. Oh yeah, this is the 20% faster thing. That's pretty cool. I like it. and you score. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment what you thought of it also. I will be doing a first thoughts of Nosgoth hopefully soon. It's been a giant pain in the ass. But thanks for watching, and I will see all of you guys later.